Hello everyone, welcome to Peace, Love, and Stitches. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. If you're new, thank you for joining me. I know it's been a long time. So for those of you who don't know, I was doing every other week videos, and I would love to get back to that. I just have to figure out how I'm going to put it all into my day, since I have moved into the full-time job at the end of last year. It's just been kind of trying to figure out how to do all the things. If you hear any clattering in the background, I apologize. A family member that I live with is cleaning in a room that kind of attaches to the one I'm in. So, sorry. Today is May 5th of 2024. It is currently 11 o'clock in the morning. My hair's driving me nuts a little bit up there. I had great plans this year to stitch on like 24 different projects and not do anything else other than those, and that kind of just went straight out the door as soon as I have been trying to fit in cross stitch during my weeks. It's a little difficult, but I still do some. I do have a little smattering of projects that I've worked on over the past month or so. I definitely worked on, I don't know why she's doing that right there outside my door, but I definitely have a few projects that I have definitely worked on throughout April. April did have a new start, which was nice since that was my birthday month. But other than that, I kind of just tossed all of my 2024 plans out the door and decided to just try to work on a few things, and in the same plight of trying to do the 5% by 2025, since I have quite a few that are still below 5%. So, and I don't know if a lot of you realize that once you hit that like 1% and 5% hump in the beginning, it's like everything just goes whew, so fast. So, I have been really buckled down on certain things, and some of the ones that I had been focusing on a lot of, they kind of have taken a back seat. Like my supersized max color one has kind of taken a back seat. I think it will come out some point in time, but for now it's just kind of on timeout, and that's okay. But right now, all of my, so any of the things that have been for 5%, getting up to 5%, and if they were under 5%, they went into a little decision wheel, and once they get picked, they come off, and then I'll work on them until they reach 5%, and whenever I reach the 5%, then I put them away, and then I'll pick a new thing. So we're just going to start with that. So last month, my start for it was, let me grab my tablet because I'm going to need that. My starting one was a Heaven and Earth Signs mini Love on Moon Swing. It's by an artist named Carol Cavlares. This one was actually a really good pick for me at the beginning for it to hit, because it was the one that was actually one that was closest to 5% at the beginning, because it was at 3.93%. So it did not take a long time at all to reach the 5%. I'm just getting a picture so that you can see what it looks like when it's completed. If you can see that. Oh, there we go. There they are. They're just cute little lovebirds that are seated on a little moon, and wonderful, like, colorful background. So right now I reached my 5% on this last month, and I went into my second 5% project. So this is where 5% is. I have hit the like garland for the swing, which was really nice. And I can't wait to see more of that when it progresses in. That is stitched 1/1 full cross on 28 count fabric. I have discovered I find that really hard right now, since I have gotten really into only doing tent stitch, so that was a really tough switch for me. But I persevered, I got through it, and then I moved on to my second 5% goal, which I have not met yet. It is Mini Top Frog, which is also by Heaven and Earth Designs, and artwork is by Jody Bergsma. I did not pick the max color version. This is what it will look like. I didn't pick max color version, and it is still overloaded with color changes beyond belief. It started at 0.26% is what I was starting at. I actually started it, I think it was my New Year, New Start in January of 23. I am currently at now, what am I at? 1.44% is what I'm at. This is where I am. So I've got two of the, like, whatever you want to call those, the fronds or leaves that are coming in. Look at this. There is so much in this little section with these leaves. So much. Just the amount of color changes is unreal, and it's not even a max color, and they're just all there. This is also 1/1 full cross on 28 counts, so it is also a strive for me at this point. But we're gonna persevere, because I mean, who doesn't want happy little frog quadruple quartet on their wall? I mean, I would love to see it on mine. I loved Darren's, so I want to see it. I like the frogs. What else have I worked on? That was all so far for the 5% by 25. Next up is one that you guys all love. I would love to try to finish this one by the end of this year. However, I don't know if I will. It is a tent stitch project, but with everything that goes on, I mean, we are in the second quarter of the year. Excuse me, the second quarter of the year, and so I don't know if it will be a finish or not. We'll see. That is my little Mickey and Minnie. Granted, mine doesn't look like this version. This is the way it should look. We all know that mine is in a square. So this is mine. And I did reach over here. Ooh, excuse me, my nose was itching. I did reach over here on this other corner, so that was a huge accomplishment all on its own, because since I had to move this picture over here instead of being down here, I had to stitch that top black border all up by my lonesome without having any stitches to mark off in Pattern Keeper. So that was interesting, but it is really fun to see And it's super fun to see it on camera right now because the definition of the bow and everything is just coming out so wonderful. For those of you who know, this one only has a handful of colors, like it's only like 10 or 11 or something like that. It's very small amount of colors. Actually, I could probably count it. Well, let's see. How many colors does Mickey and Minnie have? Let's count. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, it has 12, so it's literally the smallest handful of colors that I have ever come across recently, but the definition is fantastic. And this one is 2 over 1/10 stitch on 25 count, which is really nice. I like doing it on that. So backstory for those of you, if you've not been here before and seen this before, the reason mine had to have a different orientation is because whenever I had measured, used a fabric calculator and figured out the piece of fabric I needed with the like border being about with the 3-inch border. I had the actual everything with the border. I got to the halfway point here and I kept looking at it and I went, that's not gonna fit. So I counted, and when I counted, I was only gonna have maybe that much, if maybe right here, going from this end to this end, border at the bottom, and that just wasn't gonna work for me. But I had enough on this side to where I was going to have a bigger border on the side, and so I just moved it and went with it. And I think honestly framing is going to be a bit easier for me. Of course, we're still unsure about the frame. I'm almost thinking I'm gonna go with a red one because there's the only red that's in it is her little kissy smooches that happen on his face. So don't tell me I just lost a needle. Well, this should be fun. Okay. Somewhere I have lost the needle to this one. Great. Don't you just love it when that happens? When you lose needles and it's just like, where did the magic needle just fly off to? Oh well. We will discover that one later. Maybe I didn't fling it somewhere. Hopefully. Oh well. So I've been working on that one a little bit sporadically. I try to stitch on them. Sorry, I'm really paranoid about that needle right now. Anywho, I try to work on them on the weekends, a lot of times on Saturdays. However, this past Saturday was quite busy for me. So that didn't happen. Take a little sip of my coffee. If anybody was wondering what this is, so this is a coffee that I just discovered. I'm a little bit of a coffee snob, so this is a little weird for me, since this is a Maxwell House coffee, little coffee drink. So it's like an instant iced latte that comes in like a packet, and you use cold water, and it creates the foam all in one thing. I was giving it a go. It's a little weird. I think it would be better with ice, but we don't have an ice maker, so we don't have ice here. So I just used cold water, but it's a little weird for me. However, there were 6 packets in the bag, so we're gonna drink them anyway. We bought it, we're drinking it anyway. That is one thing you will also learn about me, since I am heavy into budgeting, which is also why I haven't made videos in a long time, because I have been really focused on all that stuff. So that's like become a new hobby all at the same time, since I have all the things. If you wish to see anything about that, or you want me to do some videos about how I do my budget, I will do so. Just leave comments in the comment section for me, and I can totally do that and go over it with you guys and any of that kind of stuff. I don't mind. And I can show you all my stuff. So it is entirely up to you if you want to see it or not. I will leave it up to you guys. But I have been just sporadically working on making a mini here and there on Saturdays whenever I'm like, oh yeah, I should work on that. And that's been what I do, and I generally get about like 300 stitches into it, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done with the black and white grayscale palette. So, one of the other projects that I have been kind of here and there working on whenever I just don't feel like I want to pull out the tablet, I'm done with technology, is my teacup sage. I gotta see if I can find a picture of this one, since it is a paper pattern and my paper pattern is black and white. I did print it from the magazine that I had online on here. I just don't remember. Oh, wait. I know how to find a picture of it. Let's see. Teacup. Sage. Stitch. Ooh, excuse me. A picture. Give me a few minutes. I didn't plan this part very well. Just cross stitch. Ooh, that will help. Maybe it won't. Oh dear. Okay. Let's go with teacup herb. Sage, just cross stitch. Maybe that will help. Oh wait, I sent it to Alicia. How did I do that? Do you ever have moments where you don't know how you did something and then you're like, how did I do it? And you have to go find it all over again. How did I do that? Because I'm not sure how I did it. Oh no. I bet I... Wait a second. Did I download the photo? Do I have a... Uh-oh. That's not... I didn't go in there. Photos. Not drawing. Download. Let's see. I downloaded the pictures. I don't know. Oh no. Okay. I know I sent these to Alicia, but it's like weird. Oh, that's a dill one. Where's the sage? This is dill. That's thyme. Where's the sage? Can I find the other two? The other one? I want the sage pattern. At least that's dill. So we found dill and we found sage, or thyme. Well, goodness. How did they come up? Sharon Pope. I didn't know that. Okay. This is fun. Okay. Maybe I can find it. Maybe I can find it that way. Okay. Let's see. Teacup. Oh. Sharon I'm still getting dill in time. Why can't I get... Maybe it's from 2014? Okay, 2014 cross stitch. Oh. They like to do just the dill and the time. Goodness. Don't they? See, there's dill again. Goodness. Time. They don't like to give me the other ones. These are very old patterns, just so you know. Like, early 2014, 2015. This is ridiculous. Why does this always happen to me? Okay. It's in that one. I know it's in that book. Jeez. They have to make this so difficult. They really do. This is the hardest thing to find. But, you know. Okay. I click on this. It's still gonna give me dill. Some more. It's the sage. Well, I guess I can show you that though. So they basically are like this. They're like this. However, mine is not. Oh my god. Okay. They are like that. But mine is not in that design. Mine is the sage flower or sage herb. So this is what my teacup has, this bit. I just don't know where to find the... That is what mine looks like. This is on a 28 count Jibbelin, and it is 2/2. No, boo. Stop. This thing just doesn't know to do what I want it to do. No, okay. I'm gonna see if I can find it in the magazine. I had the magazine. I just need to see if I can find the correct one. And if it will load. Loaded. I specifically had to buy the, like, I had the actual magazines, and I don't know where they went. So I repurchased them digital copy, the back copies. I picked the right one. Okay. So this is the one that I'm stitching. Is this one, Sage. Yeah, you can see that. Oh yeah, you can totally see that. That's good. Okay, so that's mine. Goodness, I don't know why that was so difficult. It always is though. And this is where I'm at. So I have, I think I have a little bit left in the bottom with the teacup, like the plate, and then I have started up in the flower. So we've been trying to get through the herb. I don't know why I keep calling it the flower. It's the herb. We've been trying to do that, and then whenever I would get kind of like didn't want to really do anything but just work on it a little bit, I would just take the border and go around. So that's why this side of the border got all the way up there, because I was just like, yeah, I don't want to do anything else, so we're just gonna work the border. So I worked the border all the way up to that part on the third corner, so I just have one more corner, and then I have to finish this part, and then I can do all the back stitching, and then Sage will be done. Yes, I have the fabric for all these, because when I bought the magazine physical copy, I was like, yeah, those would be cute in a kitchen, and they still would. We just never stitched them, and I still have the fabric. So that is something that I would like to see finished this year too, but we'll get there when we get there. So the next thing I have to show you is my Heaven and Earth Designs 2024 Stitch Along. I picked the Rainbow Dragon, the Sheena Pike picture, which is retired and no longer available. Poor Sheena has been retired from Heaven and Earth Designs twice, which you didn't just realize by that frustration. It is frustrating. She has been retired twice, and I think it is ridiculous. So, of no consequence of theirs, this is what it will look like. I have seen people who have had the full version, and I'm kind of okay that I have this crop part of it. She's not this type of picture of hers is not my normal style of go-to. For Sheena, I have a bunch of different patterns for Sheena, but I was one of those people that in the gigantuan retirement of artists that I panic bought a ton of patterns from Sheena Pike and some from Selena Finnick, and just went through and literally searched through all of the patterns from all the artists and was like, what could I live without and what did I need, or what did I say I couldn't live without, basically, which was a lot of Sheena. Now my idea is to try to finish this, because in the scheme of things, I don't want to take this out of here. I painstakingly had to put it back, and I don't want to do it again. My end goal with this Sal for Heaven and Earth Designs is to complete it, because I have already in my mind's eye picked out the 2 free patterns that I would like to get, and after that I'm not going to be purchasing from Haid much anymore, because I feel a little strongly about it, that I feel like she is she's going in a different way than what a lot of people enjoy, what I enjoy. I feel like her standards of art and charting has kind of gone down from what I feel it should be. So for her to have been in business for more than 25 years, it's a little disheartening to see that. And sorry, but I feel like she's lost a lot of artists because of this, and she's lost a lot of popular artists because of this, but she's also lost a lot of the cross-stitchers that have been around for years and have been with her company for years and been only purchasing from her company for years. Now, I'm not saying this to discourage anybody who still enjoys that company. That is perfectly fine. This is my personal opinion on it. If you love it, do you. That is perfectly fine. This is only my personal opinion on it and how I feel about it, just from what I have seen and over the years of what I've enjoyed come out of her stuff. I've just noticed a little lacking recently that has been a big thing for me. Now, I was going to take this out of the frame, but I had taken it out the other day and I have just gotten it put back in. So I am on the second part. So I was able to complete the first part. Granted, it was a little behind. And so now the second quarter part, I've already finished 1 page out of it. Granted, it was a small page, and I've started in on my second page. So my idea was to finish a page a month. So I'm not quite halfway through the second page, which is a little sad. So we're trying to book it for it. But this is where I had gotten to yesterday whenever I took the picture. This is where I was at. Um, so I currently sit, and this only is between the two parts right now, is that I am at 68.86% completed on this section of the stitching. So this one is stitched 2/1 tent stitch on 28 count fabric, which is not necessarily my favorite version of tent stitch because it can get really bulky. That's just because I feel like the 2 threads is too much for a tent stitch on 28 count, but 1 thread is too little for 28 count, which is why a lot of my 28 count patterns are generally 1/1 full cross instead of 2/1 tent stitch. However, I do have a lot of patterns that are 2/1 tent stitch on 28 count, to which I did start, and my new start was 2/1 tent on 28 count, but that was because I had the 28 count fabric available. And because of going through my whole budget, everything, I'm making use of what I have before I decide to start taking out funds to buy more. That's just how I'm rolling with it right now, is that if I don't need anything new, I'm using what I have first. So since then, I have worked on this just a little bit this week, and I've added, the purple is definitely new. There's some yellow in here that's new as well, and some greens. Excuse me. So right now, all I'm doing is basically color completing by on the page, and that's why I have a part thread over here, is because I finished the color on this page that I'm currently working, and it goes into the next page. So I've been kind of hemming and hawing about just going ahead and color completing over the 2 pages, but I'm not sure if I want to do it that way, since I feel like it took me a long time up here on this first part to do that, and I don't know. I may come down to a point where I'm like, yeah, I just want to do it that way, and it just goes faster because I'll be focused on one color at a time instead of all the colors at one time. So I don't know. We shall see. We're not entirely certain how we like to work anything anymore. We used to do a lot of heavy parking, as if you've ever seen my supersized, it's heavily parked. I've tried rail rows, I've tried diagonals, I have a love-hate relationship with cross-country apparently, even though I'm doing cross-country right now. I've been trying sporadic cross-country, extreme cross-country, so like extreme, is it extreme ECC, extreme cross-country, or with the color completing all the way through. I've tried all that. I have a love-hate relationship with that. I love to see patterns grow that way, but I just don't know if I could do it, and I want to do it. That's the part that bothers me, is like, I want to do it, but my mind is like, you want to do it, but you just, your brain can't handle the want and can't handle the do. So that is that. So my last thing to show you, and this should not have taken this long of a video, but because you have rants and you have other things, my new start is Mini Gift of Starlight, which is Mini Gift of Starlight 2 is what it's called. I couldn't find just Mini Gift of Starlight, so I got Mini Gift of Starlight 2. Mini Gift of Starlight 2 is seated at 0.84% complete. It does not count towards the 5% by 25. So I'm not counting that in that category, since it was just a new start. If I reach 5%, that's fine, but I'm not counting it towards that. So I'm just stitching on it whenever I feel like it. It's on a scroll frame right now. This is what it will look like. It is a, wow. It's a Selena Finnick. That's very blurry. It's not, okay, that's better. It's not quite so blurry in person as it is showing up on camera right now. It's more of like a bluishy grayscale in a way. She's not quite that blurry. So I just decided it's a Selena Finnick, if I didn't say that already. She's retired from Heaven and Earth Designs. I have a bit of her artwork. I didn't know I liked her artwork until the end. So there's that. So I did do my upper left-hand corner start, and I've just been kind of going where the color goes, as you can see, just filling in as we go. We're not entirely certain how we're doing yet, so we're just rolling with it. And this was as far as I got. I think I'd only did a little over 600 stitches in it. She was 2 over 110 on 28 count. This is a scroll frame. I only have 3 scroll frames, just so you know. No, I don't. 4. I have 4. I have a love-hate with scroll frames too. We're not going to talk about it. I don't mind these ones. These ones are the ones that have the little clippies that help you tension, which I like those, but my other one is a bit more difficult to deal with. So we'll see. Of course, I may see if I can take a router to it and make the groove and the scroll on both sides and see if I can use my clippies for it, and it will be better off, I think. But neither here nor there. That is all I've worked on. Ow, that was my hip. That hurt. No, that's all I've worked on. The only things I'm planning on that I've really been planning on working on this month has been Mini Top Frog, Mickey Mouse, the Teacup Herb, and my Hated Sal, and that's about it. And once I complete the Mini Top Frog 5%, it's going to get moved into something else, which I'm not sure what that will be. I'm sure we'll find out. I don't think double checking. Don't believe I did. Nope, I haven't scrolled for that yet, rolled for that yet. Spun, whatever you want to call it. I haven't done any of that yet. So, we shall see what happens and what I get for my next 5% after I reach 5% on this one, which I'm pretty sure it's going to take longer than a month. Just because I'm only at 1% and only 1.5%. Where are you? Okay. Oh no. I'm at 1.5% and I'm at 1,200 stitches at 1.5, but that's crazy. Sorry. No. That's a bit insane. Oh well. We'll figure it out. We don't really have too many choices, do we? I guess not. I've got to go through some of my stuff and put away some projects that have been out and on frames for like a month or so, and put away some frames and clean up some stuff, because I just have stuff everywhere and it's just been a lot. So anywho, oh, I do want to show you this. So this is not cross stitch related. I've got to get it, but I think it's hilarious, and I think you guys will too. So, sorry, with the way that I do my budgets, you can have these wonderful little, like, to make it fun, they're little like scratch cards that have different denominations. So this card, which I will show you in a little minute, this is just the plain back of it, but it's got fun stuff on the front. This card has quite a few little scratch offs on it, and the denominations are 1 to 5, and it will help you save $70. So what you do is you scratch it off and you put that money into your little envelope. You do cash stuffing like I do. This one was just too fun to pass up. So this is what it is. I thought this was hilarious, and I decided I needed to have it. The part that I love about this is that I can buy more stickers and just plop them right back on and then do it all over again. So, but in case you were wondering, I have used not only ones I haven't really done scratch offs yet, but I've done ones where you color, and I was able to save $75 towards my mom's Mother's Day gift. So there's that. And I've started working on my dad's Father's Day gift already, so yay. I just have to print out his, I guess I could just use the mom's one again. It'll work. Both the dad and the Father's Day one and the Mother's Day coloring one saved $75, so that was really fun to do. So I started it on my dad's since I had already done my mom's. And it is literally just saving about $10 to $15. And it just works. So I really enjoyed that. I've learned a lot in my month and a half of budgeting, so it's been really fun. But if you want to see anything about that or hear anything about that, just leave me a comment and let me know. Yeah, that's all I have to share with you guys this time. I guess just because I haven't really been in a video in a long time, that I just was really chatty. So if you're new and you like what you see and you want to see more, please like and subscribe to my channel. And all of you that have been around, thank you for sticking around. I'm glad that I've reached the 300 subscribers. I would love to see that number go up, but I'm grateful for what I actually have. So thank you so much, and I will see you guys next time. Hopefully it will be sooner than what it was. I don't know if that was like a month and a half or 2 months, what it was, but I'm hoping it will be way sooner than that the next go around. So thanks, and I will see you guys again. Bye.